Hi, Jyd Usa is my name, and thank you very much for coming to this page. I guess you're here because you must be either a business consultant, a speaker, or maybe a coach, a business coach. And I'm guessing that you have a database of business owners. And those business owners, no doubt, are knocking on your door regularly, like they are with me, asking, have you got any more ideas about how we can make more money? And I'm a marketing consultant, and so I've had that for many decades, where my clients are always looking for ways to increase their sales. And the frustration for me, and I'm sure it was for you, or it is for you, and that is when you give them some sort of idea to, increase their sales, they don't do anything with it. Isn't that a frustration? That you give them, everything they're looking for, but they don't do anything with it. And so therefore we got so frustrated with that we decided to package promotional concepts together and give it to them in such a way that it's really, really hard for them to screw it up. And it's a packaged promotion. They basically just run the promotion in the way that we tell them to do it, and there's a good chance it will increase their turnover. Now, the promotion that we've put together in conjunction with a travel partner is one whereby businesses can get from us vacations valued up to $1,000. We're talking 4-day USA vacations to all sorts of places like, Las Vegas and New York and Grand Canyon and San Diego and a whole bunch of other great places. They can get a 4-day vacation to those destinations worth up to $1,000 for just $97. It's pretty crazy, okay? Now, under normal circumstances, the businesses buy from us a minimum quantity of 50 vacations at $97, which is $4,850. However, when we put a webinar on, as most people do when they put a webinar on, there's a special crazy deal. And that crazy deal is they can buy 100 vacations from us for just $29.50 each. So that's $2,950 for 100 vacations. Keep in mind those vacations are valued up to $1,000 each, which means the business at the end of our webinar, when they take up the offer, are getting up to $100,000 worth of vacations for $2,950. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, and you're probably thinking, but how does this work? Very simple. I had a client in Australia, you can see from my accent that I am from down under, and this client in Australia happened to be a building society, a financial institution, and they were marketing their home loans or mortgages, call it what you like every other bank, and that is having a honeymoon rate to get people in that first year. So they would drop let's say the interest rate at the time was 4%, they'd drop it to 3% for the first year, and then it would go back up again, and that's called a honeymoon rate. And I said to them, look, you're a challenger brand, you're not like the big Wells Fargo banks, and so therefore why don't you actually transfer that discount into a free vacation? And I was a consultant to this particular building society for about 10 or 11 years, and guess what? It worked so well that not once in that 11 years did they ever again advertise an interest rate. And this is what they did. This happens to be one of their brochures they put out. You can see, get a free, we call it holiday in Australia, but get a free vacation when you swap your home loan. And throughout this particular document here, a magazine, they saw all the places they could go to when they got their home loan. It was so successful, went just crazy, that about 5 or 6 years into the 11 years that we ran the promotion, I got Jerry Seinfeld, yes, the Jerry Seinfeld, not someone who had the same name, the famous comedian, to become spokesman for them. And so therefore, when you put Jerry Seinfeld with the free vacation, you can imagine what happened. They made billions, not millions, but billions with a B, worth of extra home loans over a period of 11 years. This fool that you're looking at the moment didn't do a door deal. I wish I had. I just charged a consultancy figure. If I had done a door deal, I think I probably would have not gone to Hawaii. I might have bought Hawaii because this thing went nuts. But anyways, it's turned out a wonderful travel company in Florida saw what I had done, and they contacted me and said, listen, you seem to be okay with this marketing of vacations. How about we join forces and you put together a package, if you like, that we can provide to businesses to help them, make more money. And I said, absolutely. I could see that this was an incredible opportunity. Okay. Now this was a different company to the one that put this on in Down Under. Okay. And so that's what happened. We joined forces, and we now make the vacations available on a special one-off basis with webinars for that crazy price of $29.50 per vacation. Okay, so normally it's $97 per vacation, and they have to buy 50, which means 50 times 97 is $4,850. But when we run these special joint venture webinars, which I'm inviting you to be part of, we market an unbelievably special offer, and that is they can buy 100 vacations, okay? Each of those vacations valued up to $1,000, so we're talking $100,000 worth of vacations for just $2,950. Now, where you come in is that instead of giving money to Mark Zuckerberg for Facebook advertising and attracting businesses through that, we know that dealing with a business coach or a consultant and borrowing, if you like, their database to invite them to come to watch the webinar is a much more powerful way of marketing the vacation program. Why? Because you've already got people following you, and so therefore if you invite them to come to what we call an incentive-based marketing webinar, more likely they're a warm prospect. You know that and I know that. So therefore we'd like to reward you with the commission or revenue share, call it what you like, that you can see on this page, okay, above me and below me. It's a pretty handsome revenue share, and we're happy to give that to you for you doing nothing more than just sending out 3 or 4 emails to your list, inviting them to register for the webinar, and that's it. If you wanted to be a part of the webinar, that's great. In fact, it's preferable if you were to introduce me at the very beginning of the webinar. That normally would be, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 minutes, and then I take over from there. We have a pretty good close rate. There's no guarantee on conversion rates, of course, but normally if we're dealing with a business coach or a speaker's list, because they're a more sophisticated, warm list of business owners, we're getting somewhere between 20 and 30% normally in terms of the conversion rate. So therefore, yeah, if you're interested in doing this, and by the way, I mean, the promotion itself, the vacation promotion, is quite incredible. I mean, I'm telling you that we've got some unbelievable results from businesses who have done it properly. Now, yeah, if you'd like to talk to us about that, you can see all the details below. In fact, you can have a look at one of our joint venture webinars with one of our business coach partners, and you can see all the details just below me here. If you'd like to take it further, then yeah, please just fill the form in on this page, and then we can have a chat, and I can explain anything. You might have some questions. We can go through everything. By the way, the reason that our travel partner is able to get hold of these hotel rooms and these resort rooms is because really for around about 40 weeks of the year, we're talking outside of school vacation periods, most of the hotels and resorts are running at about 30% vacancy factor. And so therefore they figure they may as well give up the hotel room without tariff, in the hope that whoever stays there will spend money on food and beverage. It's as simple as that. There's no timeshare presentations, don't worry about that. There's none of that. Basically, the hotels are happy to forgo the room tariff in the hope that whoever's staying there as a freebie guest will spend more money at the cafe and the restaurant and cocktails by the pool and room service and massages and all that sort of stuff. Pretty smart. It's a very, very clever program. And of course, it's a win-win-win. It's a win for you as a business because you're offering, this opportunity to your database. It's a win to any of the businesses who take up the program, and of course it's a win to their customers as well. So instead of perhaps having a 10% discount on a refrigerator that might be $1,000, basically they give whoever buys the refrigerator a free vacation. It's going to cost them a lot less than 10%. Okie dokie, I'll leave that with you. If you'd like to talk to me about doing the joint venture, then yeah, read below the details and then fill in the form and we'll have a chat. All the best.